What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another Transformers review, and today we're taking a look at the Generations Legends Tailgate and Groundbuster. I decided I'd start with this guy because he's actually my least favorite of the Generations Legends that have come out most recently. So let's take a look at Groundbuster first. First off, I think it's an incredibly big missed opportunity that he doesn't have some kind of mode that kind of looks like an engine, because that port is just screaming for like a little, supercharger intake sticking out from it. I guess Shapeways to the rescue, maybe. I don't know. I'd probably buy it if it was only like $1 or $2, because I think that would look pretty awesome. And frankly, I think this looks just ridiculous when it's put on there, so there'd be no reason to ever take it off. But anyway, Groundbuster, let's actually transform him. Ready? Don't miss it. He's done. You can see we have the robot there. The only way you can tell that he's transformed is that his treads come out in the most enormously awkward way possible. Inside you can kind of see the molded hand detail there. Yeah, that's the transformation there. To actually put him into his weapon mode, you flip the little post down and you just kind of extend everything out, and then this works in such a way that well, I believe it's designed so when you pull this back and forth, it makes that claw open and close, but it's really not a very convincing weapon. In fact, it looks even less convincing when you've gone ahead and put it on here. You got something like that going on. Let's pull that back if we can. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool looking, right? I suppose you can open it all the way and lean it to the ground to make his snowplow mode. In fact, it actually, look, it functions. It pushes stuff out of the way. Exciting, right? Anyway, let's take this off because it just looks silly. And let's never speak of Ground Buster, whatever his name is, again. And let's look at the actual car. The car mode on this guy is really nice, very reminiscent of a 70s Firebird, which, if I recall correctly, is what Tailgate was as a mini-bot. I'm pretty sure he was a 70s style Firebird. Don't quote me on that because it's been a while since I've seen him. But this guy is just screaming for some either repro labels to add, tail lights and stuff like that, or some paint work. Imagine if you had the exhaust pipes, this nice silver paint job on them or something, or even like a gunmetal or something would look cool. And then you have all the front, like all this grille detail could use, just some black inside there to, black out the intakes and, give the headlights a little bit of detailing. It'd really bring out this car, but otherwise, it's pretty boring looking. I mean, you got the hood stripes, but like honestly, not a very interesting looking car without bringing out some of these extra details. So I may go back and panel line this guy a little bit just to make him look a little bit more realistic looking when it's all said and done. Now, transformation on this guy, I'm going to show how to go both ways real quick. It is not hard at all. Disconnect his feet here. Disconnect these side panels like this and kind of fold the feet out like so. Bring his little feet down. Twist the knees. Rotate these pieces around. And come up here to the top, split the top of the car. As you can see, it reveals his head, and while we're at it, there's your articulation on it. You do get a little bit of movement here, so not a whole bunch. We'll take this piece and pull it on up. I suppose you would have to remove that little engine. I forgot that the hood covers it like that when it's all the way up. Let me adjust this camera so we're not looking down. There we go. So yeah, you also end up losing most of the articulation once this comes up, just by the nature of how it works. So if you want it to look best, you lose all the articulation on it. So keep this like this. This part here I don't like. I feel like these tolerances could have been done better. You can rotate it like this easy enough, but that's the wrong way, so you need to rotate it the other way, and the plastic kind of catches on it. I haven't seen a good way to make it so this little piece here is not rubbing against the top. It's going to rub itself off eventually. But, you know, rotate it like that. And then just kind of rotate the legs around the right way and fold everything up so his exhaust pipes kind of make like a little belt for him. And there you go. There's Tailgate. And he's, whoops. Almost Tailgate. Sorry. There's Tailgate, but his legs had his legs flipped the wrong way around. And he's not horrible looking, but he's, again, still kind of boring looking. Articulation, you can get 360, but the way this back piece and stuff work, it kind of blocks movement. It would have been nice if there was like one more cut in here and this thing could flip back a little to give him better head articulation and stuff. So 360, you do have the elbow joints, the legs here, again on the ball joint and the ball jointed knee, so that works pretty nice. So I don't know, he's good. He's getting redecoed as wind charger. I can't really justify a wind charger when we had that that one that was so hard to find in, I believe, Hunt for the Decepticons, and it's just superior. And we'll bring Ground Buster back in just to show you his weapon. We put this on like this, and it's pretty big and ridiculous, but he is still, given the right circumstances, able to stand holding it. So yeah, that's Tailgate. There's really nothing more to say about it. We'll just take the time to get him back into his car mode real quick just to show you. Flip those panels, bring them on up, take his feet, flip them on out, flip these panels around, close the feet in on the recessed edge, whoops, pull the hood back, or the roof back. We can close this on up now. Like that. Now you just gotta take these, fold them on around, and then rotate the leg so the grooved edge is in. And that's gonna allow the door to plug into the back piece here, and you can tab this piece on in and tab the foot into the bottom piece of the door here, and just repeat it a second time. Tab that in, plug this in, rotate, and plug it in. So there we go, back to car. That's Tailgate. I'll see you guys next week.